can fool the rest, but you can't fool me. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't fool me. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't fool. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't. You can fool the rest, but you can't fool me. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't fool me. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't fool. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't.
Hello, everyone. It's Pops. And here we are, getting closer and closer to doomsday. Anyway, I have nothing to do. I was bored. I said, hey, I seen something. I was like, what are the safest countries in the world if World War III breaks out? So, figure what the hell, we'll do it. Put it out there. I don't agree with it 100%, but it makes sense, some of it. There's one country specifically I think is not safe at all, but they got 10 here listed, and we're going to go through it. So, without further ado, let's get into the nitty-gritty. So here we go. It's saying with consistent threats of nuclear war from Russia, missile strikes in the Middle East, and unprecedented rise of China's influence, our fearing World War III is around the corner. Now, the defense minister of Britain is basically saying that we've entered a new era, and said Brits should prepare to defend our nation whenever the call comes in a chilling speech on Monday. Former Defense Secretary Ben Wallace even said the UK will be at war by 2030. So they got this shit in the back burner. They're gonna do stuff. They want to entice people to go to war. They just want to scare the shit out of you, you know? So, but instead of taking arms, some may be wondering what countries are deemed safe. So the first one they got here is in Antarctica. Well, that's a no-brainer. I mean, Antarctica, basically, I don't know how to even consider that a country, but Antarctica, who the fuck's gonna blow up anything in Antarctica? There ain't nothing there but the fucking demons living in the underground bunkers over there in the underground city. So that's gonna be safe because the demons are hiding under there anyway. You know, the fallen angels that they call fucking aliens. So that's the safest place definitely on the planet. I mean, nobody's going to just nuke Antarctica. There ain't nobody to nuke there. Where are you going to nuke? The polar bears? All right. And it's saying with 14 million square kilometers, there's plenty of room for people to take refuge. Yeah, where are you going to take refuge in Antarctica? In a fucking igloo? So now we got Iceland. So this country has consistently topped the global peace index, meaning it rarely engages in international conflict. If it has earned the reputation of being one of the most peaceful countries in the world and somewhat geographically remote compared to the rest of Europe. I agree with that. Next one we got New Zealand. They're second in the global peace index. This country has mountainous terrain and it's easier for citizens to be protected. Yeah, it's easy to go hide in a cave. So this is the one I don't agree with. Switzerland. This country is readily associated with political neutrality, even during World War II. It is well protected by its terrain, landlocked geography, and various nuclear shelters. Now, I don't believe that one with Swiss because they're already getting involved in bullshit. With Ukraine, they were getting involved. They want to join NATO now. They never, all this shit. So I don't agree with that. I think they're in Europe, and if nuclear war hits, all of Europe's getting wiped. So I don't agree with that at all. But they got that one down. Greenland. Greenland's the world's largest island, and it belongs to Denmark. And it is remote. It's got a small population of 56,000 people. I mean, that's nothing for a whole country. So nobody's bothering with that country. Indonesia's taking a neutral stance on political issues, with the country's first president describing their foreign policy as free and active. I guess so. I'm not really a geography buff, but now Talavulu, I've never heard of this place, I'll be honest, is located in the Pacific Ocean, halfway between Hawaii and Australia. It's got 11,000 people that live on the island, and meaning infrastructure is weak. It's also limited by the number of natural resources, meaning it would take an undesirable target to any of its aggressors. Well, I can see that island being very important. You know, it's in between. So like you got an airfield there and stuff. I could see definitely that being invaded for strategic purposes. So I don't know. I mean, it's safe from a nuke, though, I would imagine. I don't think they're going to nuke that little island if you could find it. Now, Argentina. Now, they're saying the reason why Argentina is safe is because of they can survive famine. Oh, we got 1 million coconut trees growing around there. I mean, if there's nuke war, they're saying their crop, including wheat, which means nuclear dust, were to block the suns, Argentinians will already have crops in supply. Yeah, so they got 1 year's worth of food, I guess, whatever, because of their crops. But I don't know. I mean, they are in South America. They're at the tip of it, so maybe there's really no strategic purpose to hit them. Now, Bhutan. I don't know where the hell that is. It looks like it's in China somewhere. 1971, Bhutan declared itself neutral in regards of any conflict. It's also landlocked and surrounded by mountainous regions, making it easier to defend the country. It looks like that hardly nobody lives there anyway. But who knows? Chile. This country's 4,000-mile coastline spans the distance between Moscow and Madrid. That's some coastline, huh? Now, Chile is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, produce person. You know, I mean, they got, every time you go to the store, half the stuff you're buying, like grapes and all that, it's all from Chile. They have different crops, different natural resources. Its infrastructure and development is also considered the most advanced in South America. I agree with that part. Now, Fiji, this be the place I want to go. The Fiji Islands, man, they're beautiful. 2,700 miles from its closest country, Australia. So, like, it's an island, man, and the closest country to it is 2,700 miles. So that's pretty cool. I mean, they're in the middle of nowhere. That's got to be the place, I think. I think if I had to pick the place, I'm picking that. Look at that, man. It's nice. It looks nice and tropical. Along with a lack of clear military strategy and an army consisting of 6,000 soldiers, Fiji ranks highly on the Global Peace Index. I'll go along with that. Now, South Africa, I don't know. Because they're kind of part of England, I think, and they got a lot of resources, so I don't know why they consider that one of the safest. Let's see why. South Africa is home of multiple sources of food, fertile land, and fresh water, making survival easy. Yeah, making survival easy, but are you going to get hit with a nuke? That's the whole key. I mean, in general, World War III breaks out. Most of Africa, nobody's launching missiles towards the African nations because they're really not going to get involved. They got their own wars going on in their own countries to begin with. So there's your 10 countries. Let's see. I have another one. Let's see with this one if it has kind of the same shit. But we'll go through it really quick. So the safest countries, World War III started. They got one, Fiji. See, Fiji's the place, I'm telling you. That's the place to be. This Talavulu, I mean, how do they consider this a country? I don't know. There's 11,000 people on a little piece of land. It looks like if they have a bad storm, the whole island will get wiped out. I don't think they got to worry about a nuke hitting them. New Zealand, no brainer. Indonesia, look how beautiful that is, man. Wow, that is beautiful. And you got Iceland. They're on the Global Peace Index. Argentina, I'm iffy with that. I mean, I think they're going to get some nuclear fallout. So Switzerland, definitely don't agree with. I think they're too close to all the European nations. They're going to get a lot of fallout, whether they like it or not. And that's where all the banking is, man. That's where all the cabal banking systems all in Switzerland, man. They got to nuke that place. Now, Bhutan, this is cool, man. This shit looks like it's up in the mountains and shit. Looks like there's the Buddhist temples and shit up there. Shaolin monks and shit. You'd be chilling out with those guys. And, you know, Antarctica, like I said before, no-brainer. The demons live there. The fallen, the angels, the fallen angels, that they're calling the aliens. So, yeah, they're going to be safe. They're in their underground cities over there. And who the hell's... What are you going to nuke? A penguin or a polar bear over there? There's nothing else on top of the land. Everything's underneath. So, we got that. South Africa, I definitely don't agree with. I guess maybe nobody's going to nuke them anyway. Let's see what we got. Anyway, we got people in the audience. I mean, World War III to me is more or less a fearmonger, but they just had nothing to do. So I figured, what the hell? Let's do something on something. Greenland. So that's about it. So that's the breakdown of all the different countries. Now, I was going to do safest places in America if we're in a nuclear war, but I don't really know, man. I think all of America is in trouble. I mean, like, you live up in the Ozarks or something, you're in the middle of nowhere there. That's a pretty safe place. That's where most people are saying it's going to be the safest, is in the Ozarks in the middle of the country. We'll see what happens. I think the most safest place in America is the place that you don't get a nuclear bomb launched near you. That's the safest place. So the thing is, you know, how far is the biggest metropolis near you? You know, that's the key to safest place in America, you know? So, are you there, Mimsy Mims? And what else we got going on? Anybody got anything they want to talk about or ask? And I got a tin roof. I'll be fine. Yeah, as long as the color's blue. Make sure you got a blue tin roof, Christian. Because they don't hit the blue roofs with lasers like in Hawaii there, huh? All the people with blue roofs, their houses didn't get melted. Oprah's house didn't get melted. What's the deal with that? Like, why is it that nobody's talking about that? You know, it's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy what's going on out there. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's what it's like. It's just crazy. But I'll tell you, My son definitely played with my backgrounds. I got StreamYard, so I share it with my son, and I come in here, man, all my shit's missing. Ridiculous. Then I'll go into his stuff. He's got some cool shit. My son got all this cool shit in here. So I can put this on. And then I'll put this on. Then I can just sit here and start rapping. And let's get out of this thing. And then could you imagine looking at the screen like that all day? You get a damn headache. I don't know. All I know is stop blaming the baby boomers. And they're blaming my generation that didn't have the knowledge that they have. Instead, the young generation grow some balls because the baby boomers are all dying, and we're the only ones realizing what the fuck's going on, and we're trying to fight for you, but you're not helping because we're not young enough to go fight like a young man, right? So you got all these 25-year-olds walking around blaming their parents. No, grow some balls and go fight the fucking fight. Because you're going to be around here a lot longer than me. Okay? Okay? So go grow some balls. And go fight the fight. Peace was never an option. That's in the corner of the screen there. My son's decorating my channel here. Got all these new things. You noticed StreamYard's logo is a duck also? What's this one here? Oh, the eyes. I like that one. I could deal with that. Or, yeah. Or we just have nothing. Make it easy. But anyway, does anybody, Mimsy Mims, put a link in the chat. Maybe somebody wants to jump on here and talk about something. Because I run out of words to say sometimes, you know? But the safest place in the world if a nuclear bomb hits, I want to be in Fiji. The Fiji Islands. I'll be chilling with a pina colada with one of those umbrellas in it. You know, like one of those little umbrellas in the drink, and I'll just be chilling there. That's what I'll be doing. Or I'll get a Long Island iced tea and get a little whacked. Real mine is green in the woods. What the hell are you talking about? These people, I don't know what they're talking about. Fiji isn't safe. Mel Gibson has an island where he will hunt you. Oh, man. I got to put that up again. That is funny. So, any questions out there? Christian, thanks for coming in. Tommy's here. The Mitch Gander Eminent. I don't know who he is. It's a new picture. Alternate reality. Cool. All right. Well, I guess we're done with this show tonight. And thank everybody for tuning in. And I'm a little tired myself, but I just figured I'd come on and do a little quick show tonight. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and Pops out.